Well, hello, good evening, and welcome to another session of me playing some poker tournaments. This is No Limit Single Draw coming up. Yeah, I'm Pluto Man, in case you were wondering. It says Pluto Man here. So I am. And I am going to give this a go. I've actually already played two tournaments this evening, but earlier, I can't remember the last time I played two in tournaments that were so uninspiring. We went from an hour, 2.5 hours between them. Six, 10, Jack, 10. So there's been a bit of animation going on here. So that will obviously go up trips. Like, but um, yeah. So those two tournaments that I just played, they went an hour and a quarter each. An hour and a quarter, and get knocked out, and immediately starts another one. Start a minute after I get knocked out. Another hour and a quarter. Good hand here. Really good hand. I mean, it's even convertible to a big, really big hand. Most time going to pat that. Um, so yeah, so I played fixed limit Badoogie. Uh, that was a pretty uninspiring. He's gone for a large raise there on the gun. Now he's gone. He's buggered off. I have a 9-8 draw. It's really one of those really difficult hands actually, because you know depends where the raise comes from and how much to what I do. It's a bit big, this raise, honestly. Yeah, some people go for often go for very large raise sizes, which I mean I'm not going to be raising that amount with any hand, on the first level. I mean, I suppose that it's not the most ridiculous thing because you, people just call with a lot of stuff. So if you think you can get calls, if you've got a huge hand or a huge draw or something, you think someone can call, it's going to call that size raise anyway. Well then, why not? So Jack, you've got 10. Okay. Okay, nothing here. It's not strong enough. I think it's nowhere near strong enough to play on the button. Your blockers are bad. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, I think with the yeah, it's not strong enough. I think even to overlimp this, I'm just going to let this go. I decided to do that as soon as I saw the hand. Be folding that regardless. Someone could raise, and then what do? You have to then fold, I suppose. Just save yourself the headache and just let it go. Of course, it was 8-5-5-4-4. I think that might have been a hand I snowed with in the previous tournament. A very crucial hand. The final table. Yeah. So it's been a decent month this, because I've had two kind of big results. On the button, I think I would raise this actually, but I'm not on the button. I'm on the cut off, and that's one extra player. And you go for 8 times. There is no need to raise to 8 times with absolutely any hand. I mean, I have full flush here. Can't imagine what. So he's limped that time. So he limps under the gun +1. So he's gone for two bet sizes there that I would never use. 8x and 1x. I always go for something definitely in between those two. Closer to 1x than 8x, honestly. But okay. So hang on a sec. So do 2 there. Okay, so can't get away from a 2-card draw. A lot of people like that. That's how people lose their money, is they cannot avoid 2-card draws. They will draw two. They draw two far too often. That's why people or some people don't do very well in this tournament, is because they draw two too often. Save it for a steal. Save it for I've got a straight here. save it for a a defend against in position, or like if the small blind raises and you're in the big blind, you might want to defend there, min raises, that sort of stuff, especially if you know someone's pretty aggressive. But other than that, I just think you're better off never drawing two. A big hand here. 13. And I have garbage here. This might end up being a tournament very much like the last two I've played, two I've already played this evening. Those two tournaments, I say, were very uninspiring. Just basically nothing happened in either tournament. It was just you usually get a moment, don't you, where something happens, good or bad. Of course, something bad happened in both tournaments. I got knocked out before the money, well before the money. But normally there's some event or something that happens, right? There's no event, nothing happened. Not anything. Baduga just got a lot of crappy hands. Now, the interesting thing about that one was right at the end, in the last 5 minutes, where I managed to sort of cling on for a bit with a tiny stack, and then eventually, actually, I got outdrawn to get eliminated. I had 41, and my opponent made 5, 4, 3, 2. So made number 5 Badugi on the river, having I've obviously had the best of it going into the river. I was a clear favourite with a better 3-card hand than him, but it's number 5, which is actually a hand I made earlier. The only strong hand I made. I think I made. Oh, this is a good hand. It's about a strong hand. That's a strong hand in anybody's book. Um, uh, yeah, called here a lot. People don't like folding, so. Okay. Drawing 2. Drawing 1. Drawing none. Gonna call. I lose. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't fold there. He has number 18. Just a third of my stack here. Yeah. My hand was just too good to fold. I did everything right there. I can pay to draw, and absolutely no way he should be playing it like that. Absolutely no way. It's just appalling because he needs to raise it up pre-flop. I mean, it's the only way to play that hand. Only way to play it. It's just so obviously, he makes a little bit ahead of what I had. I think my hand was going to be ahead of what a lot of people drew into. So, okay. There's 4 times here. There's a case for just. Are we going 4-way? Are we? Oh, wonderful. That's fantastic with a hand like this. We all love to go 4-way. Something like this. And he doesn't discard. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't be so ridiculous. Don't be so stupid, honestly. Don't be so stupid. I mean, you can be that stupid if you want, and I end up not losing that much, but. Yes, just calling raises pre with bad pat hands. I mean, I've got that note there, and he hasn't given that habit up at all. There's a chance that my Jack 8 was going to be good there when I hit that, but the chance was pretty slim. But it would have been good that time. He had Jack 10. I don't have a good hand here. I have to fold. It's the only way to handle this hand is to fold. Even though the raise is really tiny. Raise is tiny. But I don't think there's any harm in making a small raise sometimes though. So it's amazing how things can go south very quickly. In a tournament where, you know, you and again, I've got a good draw here. I've got a 9 draw. Gonna call. Just gonna call this. I mean, I could 3-bet, but what's this? No, right, so okay. Enough here to call with. 10-9. When sometimes, of course, if someone bets, then I'm probably gonna have to fold. Depending on how much, of course. Thought when nobody bet I was probably going to be good, which is true, absolutely true. But yeah, okay. So down to 1700 now. So barely half of what I started with. 0 from 3 at showdown. 0 from 3 when you draw. Sort of stats are gonna hurt you, aren't they? And I mean, it was a bit like that with the Badugi this evening. I was like, I was on 2 of 10 when I saw a draw. It's like, yeah, yes, if you see stats like that, it's gonna hurt you. I mean, it's that simple. So yeah, could be a really quick tournament that, but it probably won't be quick enough that I can rebuy. I mean, 15 minutes tops. That's more than that, and I'm just gonna come back another day. Got another straight. Second time I've had a pat straight now already. The other one was 5 to 9. 9 high straight. It's a 10 high straight. So the straight draw that I raised with. Okay, Jack 4, Queen. Where did that one go? What's that message on my phone? Okay. Doesn't sound very nice. What that is. King, Queen, 7. The good thing what he did do well there with that hand. It's already in 70th place out of 72. We did that hand. He did bet a good size though. I mean, yeah, and there's only one way to play that, is that's to call, right? It's the only thing to do there. I'm sure that's you know. Okay, 9-7. So what happened there? 5, 8, 9, 7 king. So I've got a really ropey draw here. What it's, you know, it's a gut shot, obviously. This is not a flush. I thought I was going to get that too, and it's a 98 is just not a very strong hand anyway. If you make it 9-8-7, so I'm going to let this one go. Better 9-8, better 98. I would have called that for sure, but you know, you're going to be out of position, and even if you make your hand, you've only got hit a 4, 3, or 2. Then anything you want to see, not worth it. So. Oh dear. Thing going on here. Don't open this. Somebody's Going for these small raises by the looks of things. I think it's got some merit raising small actually, I think, but in the early stages it go a little bit bigger. It's going to get called a lot wider in the early stages. I can save those little raises for, get under the gun. I definitely want to go bigger than that. So funnily enough, this might be a much more interesting tournament than the other two, even though I get bundled out, which is a very likely outcome. To ace 5, ooh, nearly a very good draw, but not quite. For 250, so I wonder what he's got there. It's a fairly large raise, but not ridiculous when you've got antes in the middle there and everything. 10, 6, 2, 9. King, not quite, not in that position. Pat 10-9 for sure. Yeah, he's going for that really small raise. Well, you're going for a slightly bigger raise than him, I think. You're going for like 2.4 times, and you're going for 2.7. 2.7 is just a nice number. Nothing here. It's about to go under 1500. So probably. So yeah, it's already too late for me to think of buying it if I bust out. It's just Badugi coming up, pot limit Badugi coming up in about just over 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. I'm going to try that as well. It's going to get a little bit late, but got oh god. So now he got totally shafted there. I mean, that's very unfortunate. Make number 7. I've got 75255. He might just shove here, and I can't call. He does that. I have to fold. I mean, a 2-card draw. Just gonna let it go. 1-card draw would have called there. Okay? We would have had the odds, but I thought there was a good chance you were going to shove that, but fortunately, 3 5s, and that's again nearly a very good draw, obviously. But so I mean, the thing is, you're going to get people are going to be on kind of tilt after that. So you lose with number 7 to number 5. I mean, it's just very unlucky. It's back down to 500 odd again. I don't have a whole lot more than that. So I have to let this one go. Still only seen the draw 3 times. 34 hands. It's interesting to see what other people do though. So it's worth watching tournaments. Anyway, even if they're not playing, so it's worth seeing. And I've got a if you want to get it all in, I'm happy to oblige. Okay, okay. Well, that's all right. Draw 2, make that. Some days it's just not going to happen for me. I wonder what my odds were there exactly. I mean, I mean, you're obviously a big favourite with a 10-9 against a 2-card draw. There's no, you've got to be like 80% or something probably. I don't know, 75, something along those lines. Yeah, you're a big favourite there. What do you do? What do you do? So 985 again, I've got to let it go. I mean, that's just insane. That's just really terrible play there. Call the raise and just draw 2 and Okay, hit 965, hit number 21. That's I need to choose one. This at least three, right? Okay. Someone wants to put me all in. I'll happily call. Okay, that's fine. Got the odds here for sure. It's like the end of this little escapade. Alright, so I do. Get an ace, that's fine. You've got jack 10, so I was flipping there, 50% chance. But of course, might as well have been poo. There you go. No, I don't want to play again. That would be really dumb. 20 minutes too long already. So that's me done. And that's looks like what my evening's going to be like, as I'm already 75% of the way through the tournaments I'm going to play this evening. But anyway, that was fun. I'm actually going to put this video up. That's what a bad tournament looks like, to show you that I don't just show you the good tournaments. Yeah, that'll do. And you know, so I put up the last one that I'm going to play this evening. But if the previous three are anything to go by, I don't think that one's going to go very well. But of course, there's no guarantee of that. It's all random and no, no there's no memory here effect. So that's that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Right? I thought it was absolutely thrilling, I must say. And yeah, I will be back at some stage. Don't exactly know when, but maybe it's next week or what? I've got no idea. But anyway, that's me for tonight. Hope you had fun watching that. Hope you had as much fun watching it as I had playing it. And I'll be back, as I said, sometime. Okay, take care. Bye.